How you react to these circumstances, how you think about them, determines how you're going to feel, how you act, and the results you get. Hi there. Welcome to Think Yourself to Happy. We make our lives happy or unhappy by what we think. Let me explain what I mean by that. Let's say a situation happens, a circumstance happens. We may not have any control over those things. For example, your partner decides to become a vegetarian and you love meat, poultry, and fish, and you're the cook. Or your child broke his leg. Or the company you work for decided to move out of state and you're expected to move too. Or, here's the last example I'm going to say, your parents don't like your partner and are rude to him or her. So all these things might have, well, not all of them, some of these things might have happened to you, or you can think of similar things, challenges that you have, big and small. How you react to these circumstances, how you think about them, determines how you're going to feel, how you act, and the results you get. Let's imagine the first scenario. After much thought and struggle, your partner decides to become a vegetarian and you love meat in any form. And it's very important to you that all of you in the family come together at the dinner table to bond, to connect. It just really feels like family to you, like what a family should do. And you're the cook. So one way to think about your partner is this. My partner's being selfish and ruining everything. I love to cook, and now all my recipes need to be thrown out the window, and I'm expected to drop all the old ways and do what my partner wants. It's unfair, you think. It's selfish. I'm not changing my life for your whim. So all of those are your thoughts. The mindset that you have, the way you're thinking about things and what makes you think those things is my partner's selfish to make this decision. I don't want this. I need to get what I want. That's that. I need to get what I want. My partner's trying to control me. Change is scary and bad. I can't cope with change because I won't be safe. And I hate this because I feel scared. That's really what's behind that kind of reaction, because your mindsets are about, I need to get my own way. Change is scary. Change is unsafe. And I hate this because I'm scared. What do you think this thinking creates? like anger, criticism, contempt, distance between the two of you, lack of support, resulting in each partner is really unhappy. So the mindsets that anybody has, the way they think about things, is really something that's created in our childhood. And it's the way we thought about things then, and it became our go-to reaction to things starting when we're children and moving forward, coming along with us in our brains as adults. So that's what's at the core of that. So this isn't about blaming you at all. It's about becoming aware of what's going on. Why do I have this kind of a reaction? So now let's talk about a different kind of reaction, which then we'll talk about the mindsets. So you're surprised about, we're still with that vegetarian example. You're surprised, and not in a good way, by the decision to become a vegetarian, and you need more information. You ask your partner to help you understand this decision. And that's what it's not like, what? It's jarring, that kind of, it would be to anybody, I think, unless you were in on the as it was developing. So you want more information. And then you think, we're going to have to put our heads together about how I can support him or her in this while keeping true to my own values about eating dinner together and having bonding and connection. So in this scenario, you're being curious rather than furious, right? In this scenario, your mindsets might be something like this. Well, okay, I respect my partner and I want to know more about this decision. I just want to understand it better. I have strong feelings about dinner as a bonding and connection time, and I love to cook. So what we're talking about is cooking way different foods. I want to figure this out together because that's what we do. My partner and I are good at this. This is, what you're thinking. I don't know how to cook vegetarian, but I guess I could be up for a learning opportunity. So what do you think that kind of thinking would be? I mean, what would be the result? Probably you'd both be ultimately happy. Your partner would feel supported, and you would be able to maintain the bonding and the connection part, what's really important to you about eating dinner. So nothing in here says that both people have to become a vegetarian, by the way. It's just the one person. So what does this mean to you? What is this scenario trying to show you? So first of all, one of the things is we need to be aware of our thoughts. We need to start thinking about what we're thinking. Instead of believing that they're true, like change is scary. my partner should think the way I do and not come up with these things. I don't want change. Change makes me insecure. It's not safe. Become aware of what's going on there. Your thoughts can result in unhappiness or happiness. So it's really worth thinking about. And the idea of thinking about what you're thinking rather than thinking that what you're thinking is absolutely true is the only way to think. And it's just the way the world is. I've heard people say that. It's just the way the world is. But it isn't the way the world is. It doesn't even have to be in cement or in your brain that this is the only way I can think. So becoming aware of your thoughts and thinking, which means you're thinking about what you're thinking. So that's the first thing it can mean to you. You're aware. Oh, I'm aware of that. Do I believe that? Okay, number 2, you can shift your thoughts once you're aware of them. You don't have to, but you could. And that's really important. If we let ourselves just consider that the way we think is not the truth, or it's not false. The way we think is the way we think. We learned it from situations in our family. A lot of these things are from that long ago, or things that you've learned along the way, or you've learned because of situations along the way of how do you cope with these things. But we can shift them if we really begin to think about, I think that change is scary. Do I really think change is scary now that I'm a grown-up and I have a lot more control? So you can shift your thoughts once you're aware of them. And number 3 is be careful not to fall into the blaming the other person. Like you're bad because you have a thought that's different than mine, that kind of thing. Or the victim mindset. Like I'm a victim of this person. This person is doing something to me. Instead, realize that you have power. You can change your thinking if you want to allow for curiosity, for collaboration, for connection. So that's the reason to think about what you're thinking, to become aware and just know yourself better. Okay. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you again. Bye now.